let's go ahead and get into the hearing yesterday.
It was exciting, right? I mean,
it was exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just start with you can't say whatever you want.
Okay.
No, I know what the policy is.
The time of the
Okay.
gentlelady.
Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Gentlelady.
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Gentlelady.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
Back. What purpose does the gentleman seek?
Is it permissible for a member of this committee to accuse the sitting Attorney General of the United States of murder? Because that's what we just heard. Those words need to be struck from this record. This is outrageous.
The members control the time.
Mr. Chairman.
To say whatever they want? What about rules of decorum?
Mr. Chairman.
Escobar.
Mr. Chairman, I actually have a clarification. Mr. Chairman.
Escobar.
I just.
Escobar is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Was the video played by the previous member?
Unreal.
Was that a video
government
of
at work,
things
man.
that happened in the United
Escobar-
States or in Venezuela? I just want a clarification. What was the video?
The gentleman is not stating a cognizable point of order. Mr. Escobar is recognized.
Jeez.
There it was.
I mean,
That's a popular CB channel on a Friday night.
yeah.
You can't hear anybody, man. Come on. That was
It's just a cluster thing.
cluster thing.
A cluster thing.
Cluster, you know what?
It is because I don't even know what they're talking about by the end of it.
I know.
They're just yelling at each other, screaming over each other.
Oh, boy.
And Barr is just sitting there.
I love that. That's what's so funny. It's the entire time the camera's
looking
on
back and
Barr.
forth. Yeah. Okay. Back to you. All right. Back to you, Bob. Bill, now your turn. Then there was. Then Barr talked about the Antifa attack on the church in D.C.
Okay. Are you aware that the rector of the church, that the Episcopal Archbishop of Washington and the presiding bishop of the Episcopal Church nationally, along with the Catholic bishop of the Archdiocese of Washington, all denounced this police assault on the civil rights and civil liberties of the people?
Did they do that before or after the fire was put out?
No, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
He just shut him up.
That's so great.
That was funny.
And again, I guess it's okay to burn down even according to their pastors. Get the police out of there and let Antifa burn down our church. What is going on? How has this happened in this country where now it's okay to loot? It's okay. The violence is great. Mm-hmm. If it's not right, if it's not a right-wing cause that you're talking about, and besides, right-wingers aren't doing this violence, but if it's not right-wing, whatever violence you want to do is perfectly fine. It's absolutely acceptable. You can steal things from people. You can burn down their business. You can burn down their church. You can do whatever you want. You can slather paint all over walls that don't belong to you. That's not a problem either. You can write whatever message you want in the street. If it happens to be a left-wing message, wow.
So what if you want to attack a federal courthouse and, say, pick a random place, like Portland, Oregon?
Like Portland, yeah.
Is that cool?
Well, are there federal troops there? Are federal troops in that city? Federal troops? Jeez.
I told them, I said, if you don't want federal troops in your city, then attack buildings that aren't federally owned. Because then you can't make this stretch of justification of sending in federal agents.
They focused on this courthouse, though. They really want to bring it down because it's nice and, well, it's federal. And they want to make a statement here.
Yeah, I was informed that's like a historical building, too. Mm-hmm. And anyhow, yeah, so he was asked about this. I thought it was a funny answer.
Federal courts are under attack. Since when is it okay
there we go.
to try to burn down a federal court?
Thank you.
If someone went down the street to the Prettyman Court here, that beautiful courthouse we have right at the bottom of the hill, and started breaking windows and firing industrial-grade fireworks in to start a fire, throw kerosene balloons in and start fires in the court, is that okay? Is that okay now? No, the U.S. Marshals have a duty to stop that and defend the courthouse, and that's what we are doing in Portland. We are at the courthouse defending the courthouse. We're not out looking for trouble.
Fantastic.
I mean, when you say it like that.
It's just fantastic. Yeah, it sounds like they're doing something bad when you say it like that. Let them burn it down if they want to. What? What's the big deal? I mean, they're having some fun. Are you getting in the way of their fun?
Mm-hmm.
Is it incredible how these Democrats, virtually all of them, just don't, they're not concerned at all. They're perfectly fine with all of this violence.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and
chaos.
There's talk of, well, why are they whisking them away? You know, like the Gestapo or something like that. Well, I don't know if you've seen the images on the news lately, but if they tried to question them there, they would probably be murdered in the street. So they have to get them off-site temporarily, figure out, okay, are you the guy we're looking for? Are you the one that fits the description, blah, blah, blah. And also they're like, oh, well, they're not identifying themselves when they're there, you know, and all that stuff.
Yeah, do you want them killed?
You want them doxxed? You want their families? I mean, because that's the scenario you've set up.
Right.
This violence has set up the scenario that makes it justifiable to conceal the identities of these federal agents. Otherwise, back home, the wife and the little kids are going to have
danger.
God knows what happened to them.
Yeah. And they have no compunction. In fact, they're saying that we need to make them uncomfortable in their homes, and that's why they're showing up at the homes. They were just at the Homeland Security Chief's home and surrounded it the other night. A whole bunch of Antifa douchebags surrounded the Homeland Security Chief's house in the middle of the night. Yeah, we got to make them uncomfortable. No, you don't have to show up at their house and do. No, I'm sorry. That's out of bounds. Now you've crossed the line.
Okay, but it's not like, I mean, these are crazy, far fringe leftist activists, Pat. It's not like they got the okay from a congresswoman at some point that said, do this.
Yeah, it's not like Maxine Waters said those very words, that we got to get in their faces. We got to show up at their homes. We've got to get in their face in a restaurant.
Yep.
At a gas station. Remember that?
Yep. They got
here it
their
is.
marching orders, and
We're here.
They're carrying them out.
We're absolutely here. If anything happens to any of these people, you can go right back to Maxine Waters. And nobody will. We will. I'm going to bring it up because if we're playing by their rules, they bring up everything that happens and attribute it to Donald Trump.
Think about this. Sarah Palin says we're targeting these districts. A congresswoman is shot, and all of a sudden Sarah Palin is effectively guilty of assault.
Right. Attempted murder.
Attempted murder. Thank you. You've got a congresswoman telling the radicals what to do. They're doing it, and that's not even an issue.
It's pretty amazing.